And was Freed not available to?
No, he wasn't available today.
Okay. Basically just a case of
It's just,
trying to
he'd
save
been
Melanson.
4 out of 5 days, and it's just I'm not going to do that to him. I mean, it's a he's been unbelievable in doing what he's done. But he's not conditioned and built to do that. He'll get 2 days off now and be ready to go in Game 5.
Do you have a starter for Game 5?
Fulte, yeah.
Brian, the Yachty hit that tied the game. You seem to have had a pretty good handle on him throughout the series, and that seemed to be a pretty good pitch that Green made.
Well, even Goldschmidt broke his bat down the line. I mean, for a double, and then that one just out of Freddie's reach. I mean, Greeny threw the ball really well, made good pitches, and so it was just one of those things in baseball. Like when they score that run, then not getting those spares earlier in the game, that makes it a run like that obviously all the much more important.
Follow up to that. I mean, is there anybody? I mean, there's a few good hitters out there, but Yachty in clutch situations.
No, he's those them guys been through. They're battle tested, been through the wars. They got rings. I mean, it's this guy's a Hall of Famer, and he hits to the situation, stays within himself, doesn't try to do too much, takes all the cliches, everything. That's him. I mean, he's a ball player. He plays the game. He plays the game in front of him about probably as good as anybody in the game.
I know yesterday we were talking about unlikely heroes, but the middle of your order, 3, 4, 5 hitters are really struggling so far. How much has that hurt you? Well,
it happens. I mean, it's this whole postseason thing is timing, and we had the deck stacked, I thought, pretty good in our favor more than once today, and we just couldn't get a hit. And it's like all those guys have carried us all year, and they did a good job of pitching to them.
And then a quick follow-up to that, Freddie seems to be really struggling. I know he hit the home run earlier in the series, but, I mean, how much do you think he's hampered by the elbow?
Well, you'd have to ask him. I don't know if it's bothering him a lot. I mean, it could be. He's not going to say. He's going to go out and he's going to play, and he's our guy. And so I don't know that it mattered. He's not coming out, that's for sure.
Was Julio in for the duration?
Yeah, he was in. Well, he was in until we took the lead. Then we'd go with Melanson, and that's why we held off of him. And he could have pitched into the night if we hadn't, if this thing would have stayed tied, and if we would have taken the lead, we'd have taken a run at it with Melanson.
Last one's for Snit. Maria.
Snit, how you've seen Ozuna?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
No, you're fine. You've seen Ozuna a lot, obviously, since he debuted in Miami and now here. How have you seen him just kind of grow as a player, and what's made him just so difficult?
I'm sorry, I still can't hear you.
Is this better now?
I don't know if that thing's working. Okay. Could you? I think I hear you better if you just talk to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen Ozuna kind of grow as a player? You've seen him obviously since he started in Miami.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? He's one of those guys that I looked when he was in Miami. He was always one of those guys I characterized that he hits good pitching. He's got such a short. I mean, that's a very simple swing he has, and it's quick. And I know in playing against him a lot with Miami that this guy he hits good pitching, and he's some kind of really good hitter.
Take one last one, Mark.
Brian, I know you know the history of the Atlanta Braves, 18 years without a postseason series win. You're pretty close to it today, and then you see the way it unraveled. Do you ever think, well, it's maybe this is going to get us again, or do you think?
No, I don't think that. I just, I saw the game, and more. It's what today's game was about was more the runners that we left at third base. I think was because for as long as my career goes, if you leave it in the 4th inning, the 5th inning, or the 6th inning, it's going to come back and get you later in the game. Those spares that you need to get. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I mean, it happens. But I look at it more. I was kind of more focused on that part of it. like I say, I just, this is my second postseason series, so I feel like we haven't won one in a year.
All right, thanks, Snit. We'll see you in
Okay,
Atlanta.
thank you.